Okay, let's dive right in then. We're looking at the upcoming 2024-25 FA Cup final. Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. We've got some pre-match analysis here, and what we really want to do is unpack what makes this specific final feel so, well, compelling.
Absolutely. It's not just another game, is it? The whole background, the context for each club, what a win actually means. It's chalk and cheese, really.
Right. Let's start with City. Manchester City. The analysis we have gives them a, what, 52.5% chance of winning inside the 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
So that immediately sets them up as, the favorites,
Yeah.
the team to beat. What's behind that number, according to the analysis?
Well, it seems to boil down to their consistency, doesn't it? Relentless attacking, pretty solid at the back all season. They just keep performing even when they rotate the squad.
Mm.
And look, they've got bags of experience in these massive high-pressure games. That definitely counts for something in these models.
Okay, fair enough. So the numbers lean heavily towards City. But then you've got Crystal Palace. And the FA Cup, well, it holds a particular kind of history for them. This is their third final.
It is, yeah. And the previous two, well, they sting a bit for Palace fans, I imagine.
Also.
Both times, 1990 and then again in 2016, they faced Manchester United. And both times they lost.
Yeah, right. Against United, both times.
Yeah, so there's this narrative building, isn't there? Can they finally, break that pattern on the biggest stage, overcome that history?
That adds a whole different kind of pressure, I suppose. And speaking of history, this final could be a big one personally for Pep Guardiola, too.
Oh, definitely. There's a potential milestone here for him.
What's the significance?
See, if City win, Guardiola joins Sir Alex Ferguson. Well, he joins them in a very small group, managers who've won both the FA Cup and the League Cup 3 or more times.
Okay.
Ferguson did 5 FA Cups, 4 League Cups. So, Pep's getting into that sort of legendary domestic cup territory.
That really puts his reign into context, doesn't it? Now, beyond the stats and the personal records, what really jumped out at me from the analysis was how different winning this trophy would feel for each club. Completely different stakes. Start with Palace. What would this mean for them?
Right. If you look at Crystal Palace, the analysis really brings up the long-term picture. Chairman Steve Parish, stepping in back in 2010.
When they were close to administration, right, in the championship.
Saved the club, basically. So an FA Cup win now, it would be like the ultimate justification for that whole period. A massive reward for all that planning, that fight, coming from the brink like that.
Yeah, you can really feel the weight of that, from nearly going under to lifting the FA Cup. That's some story.
It really is.
And the flip side, Manchester City. How does another FA Cup slot into their story right now?
Well, for City, obviously it's another major trophy. It adds to this era of just sustained dominance they've built.
More silverware in the cabinet?
Pretty much. And like we said, for Guardiola, it just adds another layer to his legacy as one of the, all-time greats. It's maybe less about transformation for the club itself and more about, well, reinforcing their status.
Sure.
Keeping that momentum going at the very top.
Okay, so let's just recap quickly. City are the clear statistical favorites looking to sort of extend their dynasty, add to Pep's record collection.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace, meanwhile, they're carrying the memory of those past final losses, but also chasing this potentially historic win that would mean so much given where they've come from.
That sums it up perfectly. And that leads to the final thought, really, for you listening. Think about this. If Crystal Palace do win, what does that victory truly signify beyond just the trophy, considering that whole journey, the chairman's role, everything?
Right.
And conversely, for City, with all their recent success under Guardiola, what extra meaning, what additional shine does this specific FA Cup add to their already packed legacy? It's a fascinating contrast in ambition and what's truly at stake.